how'd you like get looped up into this album?
Well, Brian, Virtue, and can I start over? Brian, Virtue, and SJ. So, how did I get involved in this project? Brian, Virtue, and SJ asked me to come down, and Sean asked me to come down and lend a vocal performance, and it is an honor to be here.
Cool. And you just look at me like we're talking.
Sure.
We do it. Uh, why is it why is it an honor for you?
It's an honor because it's an opportunity for me and Chester to work together.
Did you ever? So I'm presuming that you obviously maybe did you ever like get on stage with him and?
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
I toured with him when he was singing with Stone Temple Pilots, and we got together and sang about 3 or 4 times on that tour. It was awesome.
Okay, I didn't realize that. Describe like your like relationship that you had with like Chester.
Chester was my buddy. We were friends, and he actually was very sweet. And he said I was an inspiration to him, and for me as well, likewise. And I was very honored to be on tour with them and hanging out. And he was just a decent, sweet, great singer to pal around with on tour.
What what was it like coming in and when did they hit you up for this? Is this like a rather
They literally hit me up a couple days ago, and I came running. It was like Wednesday, and then I came out today, and today I sang the song "Believe Me," and gave it my all. And we're here at Sunset Sound, and this building has tons of history behind it. It's where the Doors, Led Zeppelin, like they've done tons of amazing records here. So this is fitting for a guy like Chester and his band.
tell me a little bit about your like contribution. Like what's you talk about like what the song's about or like what kind of jam it is, like what's the vibe and like what did you like bring to like make it better or will bring once you
I hope I bring it. I am working on a song called "Believe Me," and it is it's about having things right in your head, inside your mind, and making sure that you can live with yourself. And it's very very haunting. I think it's in D minor or F minor, but it's a very gripping song.
what's gripping as in like the lyrics or gripping as in like the musical components?
It's the reason why the song is gripping. It's just you know knowing everything about Chester and reading these lyrics, postpartum and trying to make sense of everything that has happened. It's as a performer, as a musician, as a singer, it's a very very powerful meaning. The song is about being okay in your head, and it's like I'm singing with a ghost. I feel like I'm singing with like this presence, around me, and it's wild. It's gripping for me personally to sing this song with Chester. It's gripping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And when you came in, like, and you, like, they played you, like they started like running through like a few songs. They didn't send you anything before, right? It was so short, like so, like what was going through your mind? Did you even like did you just think like, oh, maybe they told you like he was gonna like kind of do some reunion shows or get back with them? Did you think that like he like recorded those like somewhere recently, or could you tell that?
They sound like they were sung yesterday. It's great recordings, and I know that there's a lot of artistic and artful production behind it. I know that they kind of reworked some of the songs after he sang it, so they went and rewrote the song underneath his vocal performances on some of them, and it's wild.
Yeah. What do you think people are gonna think like when they hear these tracks? Like, it's pretty rad.
I think it's gonna be startling and kind of in a great way, in a wonderful way to kind of hear Chester's voice again, and maybe bring a little closure or something of that nature, like a it's very fulfilling to hear it. It's very cathartic and good. It's a good thing, it's nice to hear, and he's he's got one more record coming out.
Yeah. Does it kind of give you like just like this like popping up, and like they didn't even like ask that many people or try to get that many, like there's like a lot of collaborations on like the first one stuff. This one it's more like let's just keep it to the band type thing. Does it kind of give you like a little bit of closure that maybe you didn't think like you needed or whatever, but it just you're happy to get that call, and like it kind of
well, Chester and I have been inspired by each other, and I was taken aback as everyone else in the world was, and to get the call to do this was just like, what? Like there's a chance I can work with Chester, like still to this day, like I can still, there's a chance I can share a song with him. That blows my mind. So I mean, I jumped at the opportunity. I returned the email as soon as I could, and without hesitation, and just jumped right back in it, and am honored and just very, very ingratiated. Like I feel extremely lucky that I was asked to be a part of it.
Do you have any stories of Chester? Anything fun?
Chester, I just remember him being like, I had 4 cigarettes a day and that's it. Because we were talking about vaping. And he's like, nah, I don't vape, but I have exactly 4 cigarettes a day. And I'm like, wow, that's perfect. Like that's great that you can keep it 4. I couldn't keep it 4. And yeah, he was kind of like very shy about like having to admit that, because he's like, man, I still have to have 1 or 2 cigarettes a day, maybe 4, Yeah. And because us singers, we're have to be on the straight and narrow and take care of ourselves, because our body's our instrument. Like we have to. If we get sick, the whole band's voice gets sick. You know what I mean? So like we have to take care of ourselves. But it was funny because he kind of confided to me, and he was like, "Yeah, I still have like 1 or 2 cigarettes, maybe like 4 cigarettes a day." And shh, don't tell anybody, that kind of thing. So he was a pal, he was a friend.
Is it cool to kind of like hear him? I mean, like you obviously you performed with him while he was or like when he was like doing like STP and stuff. Mm-hmm. Is it like pretty cool to come back and like hear these songs, and like some of them have those 90 influences, because it's basically like 20-year-old, 21-year-old, however old Chester. Is that like cool was that cool to hear as part of it? It's like,
it's just great to hear his voice. It's it's great to hear his voice again. You know, like in with new music. You know, for me, as a fan, I'm just like, damn, and he still brings it. I mean, he fucking brought it, and it's a great vocal performance. The songs they picked out are amazing, and you know, when I showed up today, I was like, I better bring my fucking vocal performance because you know, he is a incredible singer. He, you know, just was amazing, and I had to bring my A game. Hopefully, I did.
Can't wait to hear it. I think that's pretty good. Do you have anything else, or it kind of covers it?
Yeah.
Sweet. Let me get some
Hope
beat.
I made
Oh yeah.
sense.
What?
Hope I made sense.
Oh.